Okay, the first control structure is a sequence. The second control structure is selection. And today we are going to discuss a very important control structure, which is the third one, that is repetition. So that is very, very important control structure because it can be used for many occurrences. That is our third control structure. Please write down that. Number 3 is repetition, or we sometimes call iteration. So here actually what we do is, in this control structure, we will, so say I'm done writing that. So let's try it like this. Instructions in the program are executed again and again until again and again by considering a condition. In the flow chart, arrows will form a cycle. In a flow chart, arrows will form a cycle. In a flow chart, arrows will form a cycle. Please write down that. But you people, you know that what we have discussed, right? Okay, so example, let's say as example, print even numbers from 1 to 10. This actually, I have given this as exercise, but I asked you to draw the flow chart, and so I have given few patterns even. So as I remember, I have given few patterns even. Okay, let's discuss this and then go to that pattern. This will be a kind of revision too. Sidney, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What has happened to Sachini? She's not in the class.
I'll ask from sir.
Okay, so please call and ask, because I think she has changed the number. I don't know whether she missed the message. That's why. Recently saw that she has changed the number. That's it. Okay. So meanwhile, I'll explain this. Right, you have to start. And after starting, so you have to start from the given number, that is number 1. Then the condition check. Let's say num or c equal 1, the counter is 1, and your condition. So there should be a condition to check that. That condition is diamond, and it's checking whether this number is less than or equal to 10. The c is less than or equal to 10. That is what it checks. And if it is yes, so what it can do, it can print the number. So actually, it's printing the even number now, so we can start from 2. 2 is the first even number. Starting from 2, 2 less than 10, yes. Then print that. Print or display 2. And after that, what you can do is you can increase the c by 2. C equal c plus 2. Actually, display 2 instead of display 2, you can say display c, and c equals c plus 2. And this process you have to repeat. This process you have to repeat. Okay, like this. Join in here. Right, this process you have to repeat back. Coming back to this level. Then the arrows to show the data flow. The other arrows which is belong to sequence After this, you will have that will focus on this one, then focus on this one. Just point it here. And actually you can put a circle there as a connector, but that is not compulsory. It is not compulsory to have a circle, but optionally you can put the circle. And another arrow which flowing down from this one. And now we can see a cycle here. Arrows flowing down, it's going this direction, and flowing down, going up. There's a cycle now. Arrows in the same direction. That's what called a loop. And we have, I think we have discussed about 3 type of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. We have discussed about 3 basic type of loops: for loop, do while loop, and while loop. Isn't that so? I think we discussed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So today what you have to do is just, so let's discuss, this is the stop part. Stop. And the yes no part also there. Okay, so this is when the condition is okay. Yes. And this is when the condition is not okay or no. Right. Then you can continue. So, okay, how you modify this to print odd numbers? The same one, how you modify this to print odd numbers? So which one you have to edit? Odd numbers from 1 to 10. Odd numbers from 1 to 10. Which one you have to edit? Yes? Now you can remember because we discussed this. Which one you have to send if you want to print odd numbers from 1 to 10? Which one you have to edit? Yes?
Put C equal 1.
C equal?
1.
Yeah, C equal 1. Yes, that is correct. C equal 1. If you change this one, so it will print odd numbers from 1 to 10. C equal 1, and that will print odd numbers from 1 to 10. That is correct. Okay, if you want to print square numbers, which one you have to edit? If you want to print square numbers from 1 to 10, which one you have to edit? Print square numbers from 1 to 10. Yes? So same thing you can modify. Same program you can modify. If you start from 1, so okay, I'll keep a copy, or I'll copy the same thing. This is print even numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, let me copy everything and paste it again. So if I modify this, print odd numbers from 1 to 10, you can do this by making this one. That will print odd numbers because it will start from 1, then 1 plus 2 is this 1 plus 2 is 3 is less than 10, then 5, likewise it will print odd numbers. But if you modify this, like if you want to print square numbers from 1 to 10, 1 to 100, you can modify like this. You can just increase C 1 by 1, but here you print display C into C. Actually, I have done fundamental mistake here. So this is actually display, no? So for display, I have to use. So you have to tell that, right? when I do a mistake, I can also do mistakes. You have to show that. So this symbol should be parallelogram, right? Then this will print the square numbers. Here also I have to remove the symbol and add the symbol. Should be the parallelogram because it's for output, and this is printing C. Here also I have to change the symbol to parallelogram to print C, display C. Okay, done. Now it print odd numbers from 1 to 10. So even numbers from 1 to 10 start from 2, 2 by 2, then the second one start from 1, then 2 by 2, 1, 3, 5, likewise. This starting from 1, 1 by 1, but printing C into C. C into C means 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is likewise printing C into C. Then what about the triangular numbers? Okay, I just want to ask that. So if you have not done this one, please write down. I think we have not discussed this one, but I ask you to do. So if you have not done, please write down now. If you have done, please let me know, then I can proceed. As I remember, my next question was print, print square numbers. Print triangular numbers from 1 to 100. Or print first 10 triangular numbers. How to do this? So I think you know the triangular numbers. Can you tell me the triangular numbers? First set of triangular numbers. Yes. Can you tell me the first set of triangular numbers? First triangular number is? Yes.
1.
1. Second one is?
3.
Next one?
6.
1, 3. Next one? Yes. Okay, 6. Next one?
6. 10.
10. Okay, next one? 50.
50.
Okay, how this is generated? If you cannot remember the fundamentals, this is the first triangular number. Then add 2 to that will give the second triangular number. Add 3 to that will give you the third triangular number. Add 4 to that will give the fourth triangular number. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. That is how it's generated. Okay, I'll use a variable. This counter is 1, and in addition to that, I'm using another variable, that is tn, triangular number. So let me maintain that variable too, and C is, I'm checking whether this triangular number is less than 100. Triangular number is, this triangular number plus, okay, let's say triangular number is less than or equal to 100. If it is less than or equal to 100, what I'm going to do, so first triangular number is C. Right? C is 1 and triangular number is C. So then I'm going to display the triangular number. If it is less than 100, I'm going to display that triangular number. Display the triangular number. Okay. Display the triangular numbers. First triangular number is C1, and 1 will be displayed here. After that, I'm adding 1 to this, and what I'm going to do is, in addition to this step, I'm going to add one more step. Actually, I can add this square itself. I can add that text. And the next triangular number is the current triangular number plus C. So that is what I'm going to add. C equals C plus 1. I'm incrementing C by 1. And then for the next triangular number, I'm adding that C. So C is initially 1. So triangular number is 1. So C is now 2. 1 plus 2 will become 3. Okay, so like then I'm checking whether that is valid triangular number before 100. So let's say what will happen here. So it will first print 1. 1 plus 2 will be 3, and 3 is valid triangular number printed. Then this is 3 plus 3 will be 6, valid triangular number will be printed and then added. So 6 plus 4, 10, likewise, this will be added and continued. And when it comes to, I think okay, so this is how you generate the triangular numbers. Okay, so now I think it's the time to write the code. But before that, if you have any errors in your code, you can modify. I think some of you have used the equation. Netuli, what I guess that you have used the equation. This one, this. So what is the equation? 2n. I cannot remember. So what is the triangular number equation? Netuli? 2n minus 1 divided by 2, is it? That's the equation. So I cannot remember. I don't know why. Yes, I forgot that. 2n minus 1 divided by n, is it the one? Yes. Triangular number equation. There's the equation. Yeah, this is, sorry, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Sorry, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So that is the equation. Some of you might have used that, n into n multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 2, and this n is actually c. So this is another mechanism, but this is too complex. So rather than using the equation, you can generate using the same flowchart. If if someone has used equation, that is also correct, but this is more simpler. Okay, please draw this, and this is how you print the triangular numbers. Now, after drawing this, let's continue to the code one by one. So let's focus on the code. Right, let's focus on the code. So please open the IDLE. So if you're using a mobile phone, please open PyDroid. If you're using Android mobile, or if you have Apple or some other device, you can download Python to your mobile too. So, or in case if you don't have any of these, please use in Python online compiler and then go to a new file. And I'm going to write this now. Then go to a new file and I'm going to write this now. Okay, so what I'm going to write. So the first is, so I'm going to convert these flowcharts one by one. So let's use even numbers from 1 to 10. So let's say I have to tell first, according to this, c equal to, I'm telling the same, c equal to, simple c, I'm using simple c. If you are using capital C, please continue with capital, it's okay, no worries. You can either use simple or capital, because we discussed that, for a variable that doesn't matter, but you have to use the same everywhere. If you start with simple, use the simple. C equal to, then I'm telling that c less than or equal to 10. I can tell while c less than or equal to 10. Okay, what I have to do, display c and c equals c plus 2. So you have to print c, and then you have to say c equals c plus 2, and that's all. Oh, it's very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, you can get the first thing done. First one is over, just 4 lines. So now you can run this as ENEX. Okay, running it, and you can print the even numbers. This is my first program. And then for the odd numbers, I can copy the same, and let's print the heading, odd numbers, and then a new line. Starting from 1, here actually even numbers. start from 1 and 2 by 2, that will be odd numbers. Third one, this is C into C, and this is 1, that is triangular numbers. Triangular numbers. Then so let's say Tn equals C, and you can just go to 100, and this is Tn. This is actually square numbers, sorry, this is square numbers. Then the triangular numbers, yes, here. There is fourth one. C, Tn equals C, then print C, sorry, print the triangular number, increase the C, and next triangular number is current triangular number plus C. Okay, let's run this. Now you have all 4 coding. Okay, the first one odd numbers, second one, sorry, for this first one odd numbers, second one even numbers. No, this is even numbers, then the odd numbers. Let's run this again. Try this alone, right? Try this alone. So better if you can try this without looking at the screen, right? Better if you can try this without looking at the screen, but in case if not possible, this is n, right? The other way, I have used wrong n for new line. This n comes the other way. The beginning. Begin the new work with the new line. Begin the new work with the new line. And again, here also the same. So please don't copy. So instead of copy, what you can do is you can think and do this. Now you can see odd, square, triangular, and even numbers get printed in the screen. Right. Do this quickly. If you have done this, then let me know, then I can go to the next one, right? Without waiting for this one, I can go for the next one if I have done this. Have you finished that? Have you finished the other 2 that I have given? I think I have given this one, right? As I remember, I have given this one 2 patterns actually. So please correct me if I'm wrong. I have given this one as I remember. Please correct if I'm wrong, right? And the next one that I have given is this. As I remember, I have given this. Or anything else? Or this one?
Yes, sir.
Right. Anything additional?
Another.
Any additional thing in addition to this? Only these 2?
Yes, sir.
Only these 2 or anything additional? Right. So try for this one as well. Have you done this? Anyone did this? Anyone completed? Netoli? Anyone tried? Anyone completed? No one. Right. Your silence indicates that you have not tried. And today is the day that you are waiting for the answer. Is that so? Right. Always try this, right? Always try when you have something, some experiment given, because programming, you can't learn by books. Programming is hands-on experience. You have to do the practical, do it by your hand and learn. Otherwise, it's like learning driving. learning driving through book is not useful, because even you read several hundred thousands of books, after learning that, if you cannot do that, it's useless. So similar to that, programming is also a skill like driving. So what you have to do is you have to practically do this. Okay, it's simple. So let's use same while loop, c equal 1 and while, so let's say c less than or equal to 10, not 10, let's use 5. What I'm going to do is print the asterisk. And how many times? Print the asterisk c times. That's all. So if I write this and run this, see here, you're getting, oh, that's wrong answer. You have to terminate the program. So small error, actually, I have to increase the while loop, otherwise this will never end. I have to increment the while loop, otherwise it will never end. It's my mistake. Okay, now you can see the answer.